mentored me. He's always been there. He's one of my best friends ever, Delmar.
I want y'all to meet. He's my friend. That's a fish. That's a fish. You can probably cut this mic down a little, it's a little high. Mic. Alright. So I got this fish here, and really I was thinking about this because I ponder on the things of fish all day. Not really. But I was thinking about this, and I was like, this fish really has just a couple options right now. It's either going to continue to live or it's going to... yeah, pretty much. I mean, if it stays in here and no one tends to it, what's going to happen to Nemo tomorrow? Nemo be no-mo, alright? So Nemo be gone, alright? So I just figures, let's help Nemo out. So I tested this at home and it worked. So do not call Peter. We're going to kill Nemo, alright? Nemo, you suck. Nemo, guess what? You ain't even got a dad. You in there alone. He gonna run off on you, fishy. Hold up. He seems to not be affected. I got to up my chances of killing him. All right, Nemo, it's just gonna yawn. So I'm thumping you. Come on, move! No one loves you. You're the smallest fish in my aquarium. Nemo would eat you for lunch. He's unaffected. Oh, I think he cried. No, that's just water. Okay. I'm gonna one-up it. We gotta do this, Nemo. Sorry, buddy, but you're gonna teach some people some stuff tonight. That dude just got real, man. All right, so Nemo. You don't seem to be affected by my words. You don't seem to be affected. All right. Bring it down, because Nemo, if you bring it down, Nemo goes down. All right, Nemo. I'm just going to give you a drop. Oh, look at him move. He moved. Hold up, though. It's not swirling enough, and I know from my research that a fish must be submerged in Clorox water for 1.5 minutes before it dies. So Nemo, here you go, buddy. It's all Nemo's just doing it. All right, look at him. He's just struggling. You see him? You know what's going to happen if I leave him in there for 1.5 minutes? He's going to die. Guys, he's going to die if I continue to leave him in there. But, that happens, and that just wouldn't be good if I killed a fish, so...
I would hope so.
It's already good.
Oh yeah! Hey. Nemo will live to go back in my fish tank. Thank you, buddy. Oh, he's thankful. Hey, no pain, no gain, buddy. All right, but you guys, listen. I was thinking about my fish while I was sitting at home, and I realized something, and that's this, that quite honestly, a lot of you are like that fish in that bowl. Like, I saw some of y'all really connecting with that just now. Some of y'all are like, that's kind of funny, and I kind of appreciate that. But some of you were like, man, why would you do that to a fish? But I think at the end of the day, some of you honestly feel like that's you. Like you're in this fish bowl, and you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was your age, I was not the same person I am now. When I was in 9th grade, I weighed 300 pounds, and I hated myself. And I wanted to look good, not for the right reasons. I wanted to lose weight so I can get a girlfriend and have a hot date to the prom. And so I did lose weight. I quit eating, and if I did eat, I sometimes even make myself throw it up just because image matters. So I led me down depression. And I'm just be real with you. That fish right there, you guys, that was me. Listen up, you guys in the middle. All right, that fish there was me. And I just want to tell you guys, something happened to me is why I'm here today. I want to read something to you. This is out of the book of Luke. All right, soon after this is in the Luke, which is a gospel, which means he's capital letter. Who is he? Jesus, are you with me? All right, soon after who? Jesus, he went to a town. And his disciples and a great crowd went with him. So Jesus goes up into town, and was it just like 5 people? No, it was like, we bringing the whole Young Life crew up in this place. All right, so he comes up into town, and this is what happens. This is just weird. I was reading this even this morning, it's still weird. And as he drew near the gate, behold, a man who had died was being carried out, the only son of his mother. And I was thinking, this just went through my head. Maybe it was because I talked to Eddie last night, but I was just imagining like Young Life starting, we got a whole crowd here tonight, and then all of a sudden like Eddie Long's, he comes out, okay? And he's like, we're about to do worship, but first, Justin, I need you back here. Help me drag out Eddie's body, he's dead. Eddie Chavez is dead back here, we need to get him out so we can do what we need to do, right? And I don't know, in my mind works, I was just looking, I was like, that'd just be strange, right? Like, but when I think about that, because I want you to connect with this, because Jesus is walking in town with his boys, and all of a sudden, they just drag this dead dude out of town. And it's just like, all right, how's Jesus going to respond to this? All right, so here's what happens. This man has died, he was being carried out. He was the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. All right, and a considerable crowd was with her. Okay, so that gives a little more story, right? So the guy comes out, and who's behind him? His mom. All right. Now it wasn't just his mom. What was the adjective they used to describe her? She was a widow. All right. So all the men in her life is gone now. All right. They're gone, and I don't know about you, but that just makes up for a horrible day where you lose everything. Any of y'all ever had just a messed up day? I was telling this to some people the other day. I'm just going to share a story. I'm sure it'll get out, but whatever. All right, before I could ride four-wheelers and trucks, it was go-karts. That's just what it was. Some of y'all might have did dune buggies. I did go-karts. I would go to my cousin Daniel's house. He had a figure 8, and I still remember walking out there because it's always dusty, and we hit about an hour, just like this 8 just lifting up in the air. So we would go, and we'd hit this circle, and for some reason, one day, I got off, I said, Daniel, hold my helmet. I gotta go do something. I don't even know. I might have to go do something, I don't know. So I went and I was like, all right. And then I came back. I tie it in. Hold up. So I came back and I was like, I saw that figure 8 lifting up. I was like, it's on. I'll do this. To keep my helmet, Daniel, because he's holding my helmet. And I said, boom. I started walking. I was like, something ain't right here. That's my helmet. Oh. And what had happened was, God in his loving mercy had sent a pigeon to come by while I was, and the pigeon, inside my helmet. And when I put it on, it said, boom, and it went all on my face. I was like Casper, okay? And then my aunt walks outside, and I'm like looking some like consolement, you know? I'm like, I need some help here. And my aunt's like, and then I'm glad we didn't have Facebook because that junk would have been tagged all up on that business. And I'm being real, like, for a middle school boy, that's a horrible day, right? Especially when I get to school the next day and Daniel's already there ahead of me. Oh, man. I go out to the lockers, I was like, so April, how you doing? No, how you doing, poop head? You know what I mean? You know, middle school girls. But y'all, that's a horrible day for me in middle school. But it doesn't compare to this woman's horrible day because she just lost her only son, all right? So there's like a couple layers of pain she's got going on. First of all, who just died? Her son. And some of y'all can identify with that. Because some of you, you've lost someone close to you. Maybe you've had a friend move away. And you know that pain. That pain is real. Alright? And in Newberry, it seems that pain's been even more in the last few years. So she's lost that. But second of all, that adjective that she was a widow means she had already previously lost her husband. And I'm just getting real with you girls. Back then, if you didn't have a man, you didn't have. I'm sorry. That's just the way it was. Because, like, who would go out and work? The men. Who would make the money? And tell me this ain't janked up. Girls, you couldn't even have land in your name. If your hubby died, you had to sell your land because you couldn't even have land in your name. So, I mean, I know that's messed up. But when her son died, inevitably, she was losing what? Everything, you guys. So there's pain on these levels here that she was going through, and Jesus walks up to this lady, and he realizes that. And I think he just knows this at once. I think he knows this about you too. That this fish in this bowl here is kind of like us. Sometimes we got pain on multiple levels.